What is up, gamers and gentlemen? It is a, I forgot what day it is, but I do know what we're doing today. It's a Wednesday. We're doing the intermediate benchmarks because it is intermediate benchmark day. Prior to today, I wanted to actually go to the gym, but I woke up really late and we have a dojo session in like just a few hours, so it didn't really fit. But I was debating going to the gym potentially after, in which case I guess we'll mention it in tomorrow's video, and you guys will see if there is any benefits. That'll be on a fundamental day though, but you never know. What is new? Not much new other than that. Had a little bit of coffee just now, just ate, been chilling. And yeah, we'll just see where we end up. Oh yeah, compared to the previous ones, we're actually gonna pull up Voltaic the benchmarks beforehand. I also saw some comments that were wondering, like they said that I was pretty close to the point of diminishing returns with my aim. I disagree. I've seen it go so much higher, and I've been on a way higher, like raw aim, level of raw aim before. So I think honestly, maybe everyone has their own limits, like how far aim training can carry them. Or get them, and then you're gonna hit that point of diminishing returns. But I don't think I'm there yet because I'm not even near my peak with aim training yet. Looking at the playlist and comparing my old scores, so and for me, you know, what I really need to work on, as I've said before, is not what I need to work on is not my necessarily the mouse control, even though that is good to practice, but rather my reading skills, and then like just general game things like positioning, target focus, and such. We had a really cool coaching session that we posted on this channel yesterday, which I will actually try to use. I'll try to use some knowledge from that when we play today. We're not going to play it as much or as long today because we have, again, the dojo session, but we're going to include some of it from that as well. Anyways, let's just dive into it. Again, here are the scores. Haven't burned too much energy today, so I'm curious to see just how much we can get. Oh wait, just asleep. Same thing as usual, soft. I mean, obviously we did some eye training before this, so eye tracking is to warm up the eyes. Sometimes I feel like we should just doing this without aim training, so eye training, just to kind of have a reference point. I feel like it's good for... I'm gonna try something new here. Focus, because I'm kind of trying to do that, but I'm gonna conceptualize it. So I'm seeing all these balls and I'm getting distracted. The little golden retriever puppy getting all the balls dumped in his face. We're gonna try to just lock in on one. Choose my target. This is the high priority target that I want to shoot. Or that I do want to shoot, that I don't want to track. Okay, next one. On. To miss, we have to move on to a miss. Oh yeah. It's just nice to have like the... It helps to lock in, I think, because that's my biggest issue. That I just kind of can't stay focused on one target. And when there's a lot of targets in front of me, it gets hard to keep tracking that target. Keep focusing on that target when I have to process the information of all the other targets in front of me as well. So if I can somehow figure that out... Again, that's part of the reading problem I have as well, I think. That'd be huge. Reading is normally not that much of a problem if I'm fighting like a 1v1. I normally have pretty solid aim. Sure, nerves might get the best of me, or like mechanical. Some like ability thing or whatever, but usually Windows, assuming we're on even ground. There's a few good examples of like, and then, you know, because we're playing Marvel Rivals, like the hitbox is really weird. Hitboxes are just weird in Marvel Rivals. You have... Maybe not the hitboxes aren't weird, but like you have the models that do one thing, and then the hitboxes do not necessarily another thing, but they're not like fully indicative of the model. So the models aren't fully indicative of the hitboxes. You can have If you look at Cloak, especially from behind, they are this big, chunky thing. But if you shoot the actual Cloak, it's a miss. You need to shoot Dagger, or like the inside of that, to hit it. And that messes with your aim. It messes with my aim. I very often sink shots into the Dagger hitbox, sorry, the Cloak hitbox, and end up missing because of it. I very often sink shots into Hela is a big problem for me too, because she's this big thing, and then she has her, what are those thorns sticking out around her head? And the top of her model, this is something that I feel like nobody ever complains about. I always had a problem with it. The top of her model is not her head. It's like, again, it's the thorns, it's her hat, and I believe the hat doesn't count as a headshot. So it makes it harder to track, and like if you do Hela 1v1, it's like difficult for me. You have different rules for how you need to move your mouse or where you need to aim just because of that hero, and then when you introduce more skins into the equation, it gets even, you have to like unlearn, you have to relearn that, where the hitbox actually is every single time. Which is why I've advocated for like, maybe an option to disable skins, but obviously they're not gonna do that. It's just something I would prefer. Like I played a lore dump, I played a little bit of TF2 back in the day. I played well, it was a lot for me, but it was like, not full time. I didn't get to play that much when I was younger. But I did play a fair share of TF2, and I loved 2 Fort. It was fun, sniping. And one thing that always messed me up as a sniper was the freemium, the free version hat. It was like this hat you could get, and only free players. I guess everyone could get it, but it was like, if you wanted to get a skin, all the free players had this one, this hat, this skin. It's like a top hat, it was like falling off, like a little bit, not falling off, it was like a little rugged, I forgot what it's called. I believe they released like new versions of this hat, it was maybe like a Halloween thing. And really the only people who wore this hat, and they were like the Pyrovision goggles and that hat, people who couldn't afford skins, so they just didn't feel like they wanted to buy skins, or pay for the game. So they didn't. Just had the default hat, default skins. Brokies. And that hat was the bane of my existence. So not only do these people, because they're new, usually they were new. The people that only had the hat, they were new to the game, not that good, not that committed to the game. That's why they only have default skins, or free ones. They normally had like weird, unpredictable movement, or positioning, because obviously they're new to the game. They don't really know what works and what doesn't. They haven't gone through the journey of optimizing what they're doing. And then they now had the hat. And the problem with the hat was that the hat made their model a lot taller. And as somebody who was used to thinking, here's an enemy, here's the whole thing, you have the whole body of the legs, the torso, whatnot, and then at the top of the body, that's the head. That's where so if you shoot at the top of the body, you're gonna hit a headshot. That was like the whole logic. It was a great logic, and it made a lot of sense unless they wore that hat. And it probably was like some other hat as well, but that hat was awful. And the worst part, it was just like free. All the noobs had it. So it made it even more embarrassing when you lost the duels to him. You had to put extra effort in hitting the headshot. Which again, it really sucks when you're dueling a Hela, because she has that weird skin. Which is also why I personally think that most Hela skins in the Rivals are like pay to lose. Because a lot of her skins are cleaner, they don't have this visual obfuscation, is that what you would call it? Of all the thorns sticking out into like a blob. You have it's the Medusa skin, which is really cool, it has other things distracting you. but it still has like very clear that those are just there to look good. They don't really serve a... They're not distracting in the same way that the other thorns are. So I don't mind them too much, those skins. And I feel like it's usually easy to fight those heroes. But it does bring me to something I've said before, which is whenever they add a new skin, for that very reason, we have to learn, okay, how's the hitbox on this thing? How does the colors, like, compare? In some cases, it's hard to tell what hero it is based on the skin, because it's not like Overwatch, where... I don't know if Overwatch is like this before, but I know for, like, a very long time, it was like, okay, you could... They would add skins, but the skins would stick to the silhouette, so you could still be, like, tell what hero you were playing against at a glance. You didn't have to really think about it, but Marvel Rivals skins are very, very different sometimes, and sometimes it's hard to tell. Like, I remember the new Strange skin, it was bugged, to be fair, but the new Strange skin, it was like the Halloween, not Halloween, the one that has like all the hands on them. I forgot what it's called. Doesn't matter. New record, cool. The new skin was like really, really confusing to me. It was like over a really long distance. It looked like a Winter Soldier. It had the same silhouette, the same square body, but obviously it wasn't. It was a Doctor Strange. How do you know? I might be thinking too hard. I wanna say I'm tracking better. We'll see. I believe this is the one. It's not. This is the one I struggle with with reading, but I do think this playlist has the one I struggle with reading. So we'll see where we end up when we get there. Early tomorrow. The worst. Have appointment, have to keep moving back. We have PT on Friday. We have a PT. We've had a PT every Friday for a while now. Like I said, I haven't been able to go to the gym now. Maybe I'll be able to go to it tonight. Then you have to be up in time for the appointment and potential delivery. So maybe I'll just skip it. We'll see. Sleep is more important at the end of the day. It's always a balance to strike. Something you have to neglect. I was also thinking we might start with the coaching sessions again, but we'll do it on like we'll stream them like we do, and then maybe we'll have like a live coaching thing on Sundays again. It's a group coaching for the people that sign up. We had been posting them on this channel, but obviously using this channel for my own improvement now. And we posted a VOD review. The quality of it wasn't like the info in the VOD review was great, but I don't know, it wasn't very content worthy. Like it was blocking kill feed because I had to have the chat from the Discord. I didn't have audio for some reason. I don't know what happened there. Like game audio. Just a lot of cool, like it wasn't good content, but it's so great. Makes me wonder if you just posted our VOD reviews that we put on this channel, on that channel to begin with, just how much better they'd be performing. Probably a lot better. This channel's algorithm hasn't really figured out I don't play the finals anymore, for example. Same with Otter Live, where we just post highlights. Or Deadlock. Deadlock did okay. We got into the algorithm there, and now we're out of it. Obviously. Having subscribers can be a blessing and a curse. On one hand, helps you make a video, more people find it that normally would watch your content. But it's not a video they would be interested in, it won't get recommended to them. And if it gets recommended to them and they're not interested, then that just burns the video for all the other subscribers as well. You'll ball and chain the algorithm. Beautiful. And I mean, this channel we're doing now doesn't even count as I feel like this one is completely different than the algorithm in general. Curious to see how we're gonna grow here, if we grow at all. Just trying to chill with thing. See if we can get closer to that goal. Sentry could be better here. Relax a bit. A lot of people ask me, like, when we play Hela, because he's like a clicker, if I track or if I click or like if I flick. I think like if I do per shot or if I just hold it. I think I do per shot. I feel like holding might actually be pretty solid, but for some reason it feels wrong on single click heroes. It just doesn't feel the right at all. It's too high precision. But the games today, again, we'll play like 2 hours on stream, a little less than that. We can do the dojo. Don't know how many people are going to show up to the dojo stuff today because it is the community games. I've noticed people aren't as interested in those as the VOD reviews and the seminars. That's fine. But we're probably gonna end up doing a quick play. Potentially do matches, potentially scrims, either way. If it is quick play, I'm just gonna try to play like practice Psylocke, honestly, probably. Just try to off-ang, try to take as little damage as possible, and getting my one-shot combos off. Psylocke, she's so good. Look at the timing and the positioning for her. I don't really feel super comfortable with her whole kit, because I've barely played her. I think solo to Celestial as Psylocke is probably honestly underrated. Should be the next one we do. She has like just very, very high carry potential. She's a S tier hero that a lot of people... She's an S tier hero, but she's like never banned. She can solo carry easily. Doesn't even need a team most of the time because you can just dash out of a bad situation. Go invisible, whatnot. Incredible hero. I think out of all the heroes I put in my S tier, she's the only one who's not ever banned. Like, rarely. The only time I see people ban her is if you have people on your team that are like... Or there's somebody in the lobby who's like a well-known Psylocke main. So this is, I guess, really only happens in... If we're talking in top 500. There's also more important bans. People normally ban... I think Groot is like a permaban. Bruce is a permaban. There's already 2. Then you usually have like Human Torch and Hela. One way or the other. Because both are also insanely good. It's just not enough bans for all the S tier heroes that can be server admins the way Hela, Human Torch, Psylocke can. So Groot or Namor is like... Sorry. Hulk can be oppressive, but it's like you just ban him for the team up. I feel like banning Namor might be more worth it sometimes, though. I mean, a lot of people don't know how to play Hulk anyways. And even if they do, it seems to be like a mixed bag, really. You know, like what he can do. Sometimes he just feels less than a tank, less of a tank and more like a brawler tank, like a 4. Also like a diver, but worse. Strong CC, great damage, can absolutely destroy backlines. He just doesn't have that feel to him. Hard to put a finger on what I would put him. But I will say most people literally just ban him because everyone else wants to ban him, and he's on the... because of the Namor team up, because someone is super oppressive. And, you know, raw dogging Namor feels terrible. The thing is, though, it's not impossible to raw dog Namor. It's just hard mode. I think from our grind, we ran into a lot of BPs, a lot of divers, but especially BPs are a big problem for me on Hela. And if I can't get the BPs, if I can't do anything as a Hela, to Namor is something. Sure, they ban, even if they ban the even if they ban the Hulk, which they most likely will, it still will oppress him and provide some damage on him. Some is better than nothing. It's like a weird hitbox though when he dashes, so it's a bit weird. All he has is his combo. Just turn around and kill him. Help each other, he can't do anything. But even in like top 500, people don't do that. Just ignore him. Had a lot of issues with that last night. 3 games in a row against BPs with no team help whatsoever. I think at that point you just gotta pick Emma. She is the hard counter, or even Fing, because he can't dash through his zone. So if BP does full commit with any abilities, he just can't do much for long. But it's still not enough if just the Emma... I guess maybe if the Emma grabs him. But if just the Fing does his thing... Maybe Fantastic, I guess. But this is not enough follow-up damage from their kits to actually kill him. Most of the time. You would need somebody else on your team also looking back. And then you can dispose of this guy so fast. But it's just you. And what? I didn't do this for this time, I'll try to do it for next time. Just kind of watch some high level VOD of this and just kind of take their tips. The thing is though, like I don't want to learn necessarily how to cheat the maps or cheese the maps. I want to learn how to actually aim better. If all I do is just pick up habits that will give me a higher score, I'm not as much of a fan. I should have taken a screenshot. I didn't do that. 374. We did get some better scores, but it didn't seem to do much. Getting really close on some of them though, so that's cool. Sweet, let's head in game and we'll put it all together later. Cool. Can't see game. Boy, you don't want to look at my face. That's rough.
Quiser nos Telski.
Alright, focus today. for me. Just try to get off angles, take as little damage as possible. We gotta think about what our team is playing, what the enemy team is playing. That's one thing I've always been really bad with, and it's like in rank. Like when you play comp, your team normally plays the same thing, so you know what to expect from them. But like since we're playing ranked, I have to check what my team plays every round. Face cam only reaction stream, dude. We're pulling the flats card chat.
So much I've been dying to say. You're never gonna believe what Rocket did the other day.
Then again, perhaps
The battle starts in 5,
Right.
4, 3,
Someone
2,
left side, guys.
1. Help get that vehicle to its destination.
this will hurt.
Wolverine is dead. Sorry, I cracked him.
Resistance is futile. Behind you.
I think it's nose. Just to grab him, then we got him.
I still need more power. We need to get these beasts to Yggdrasil. Healing. Why would I need healing?
Wolverine above you. DP1. Nice.
Find that soul. As cold-hearted as your neck.
I'll patch you up.
I am very hard.
Nice. Star-Lord half.
Is this disappear? Distorting ghosts. Resistance is futile.
Enjoy the amplifier. Someone scratch my back. Go back.
Guys.
Be careful
Kept
here.
not close.
Yeah, see how touch last second.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Careful to me.
Assemble!
I bring hell down on their heads.
Double KO.
This body is fragile. Escape from hell.
Tremble before fast!
We will arrest
Good shit.
these tapping operators.
Only 60 seconds
And
left.
BP also.
Fucking fountain on mine.
Double KO.
Come to me.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I found one of them. Live my way out of
DP in our back. Above point. Left side. Nice.
No more excuses. Keep moving.
I am Groot!
You can play up, I'm gonna push cards a bit. Let's play a bit up.
Why would I need? You're halfway up against the world.
Come back.
Enjoy the amplifier. Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Resistance is futile. Watch me so.
I'll patch you up. Your powers are mine.
Against the world.
Feels like living.
guys. Back.
Resistance is futile.
I'm gonna have the ult there.
When I run,
Almost there.
Got away.
Don't turn back now.
BP sitting on the medkit. BP sitting on medkit.
perhaps I should be great.
Tremble before fast!
I'm in hell.
Only 60 seconds left. Get that vehicle moving again.
I'll patch you up.
The tree withers as we go.
Enjoy the amplifier.
We should win 5 because I ulted.
You belong to me. 30 seconds.
They have Star-Lord too, guys.
No escape.
Panther behind. Don't stack together, nice.
Be careful
Block
what
doors.
you wish for, little king.
Going back. Maybe catch him on the rotate. Probably get teleport.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the
Teleport.
momentum.
An opportunity for combat.
Yeah.
I am barely harmed.
Yeah, above us, guys.
I can't
Against the world.
but I would thwart more.
Only 60 seconds left.
You're mine. I always return.
Get that vehicle moving again.
They have strange look, guys. Prepare.
I'll patch you up.
Healing. Why would I need healing?
Down to 30 seconds.
Your powers are mine.
Against the world.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Final 10 seconds.
Starla 1 behind, by the way.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Guys, lock on point.
Got him.
Double KO.
Nice.
Now's the part where you thank me.
That's 3.
Body is fragile.
That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Pierce this life. I like it.
Side left side.
Big.
It seems we have company.
So close. This is your big chance. I can't move.
Tremble before fall!
Nice.
Nice one.
Us against the world.
Kobe.
Resistance is futile.
Good job.
This will have been reduced to escorting goats. I
We'll
want
play
your
it, guys.
soul.
The current score is
Jesus.
3.
Sitting wrong. How come my Twitch commands aren't working? Because we
Time to
moved all
switch
the
things
commands
up,
to a new
including
bot.
Which side you're on?
Yeah, so what commands did you want? Just tell me which ones you want, then I can add them.
They'll be coming in 30
I've been like, I have to
seconds.
manually add them right now. It's a bit scuffed, but this bot is way better because now we actually have, as you see, we can actually do commands on YouTube as well. We couldn't do YouTube before. It didn't let me. Or you know, let me do comments on YouTube. I don't know why it was buggy. But now that I have my own, it works. Like the body you posted?
Starts in 5,
The one of me or the one of the guy?
3, 2,
Or both?
1.
Pierce this life.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Hanzo. Okay, completely different comp.
Better stop that vehicle.
Mandro, guys. Bucky
Okay,
behind.
bye.
Scratch my back.
Pierce this life.
Yeah, good call.
Brother.
Healing. Why would I need healing? The mighty Magneto, savior of mutant kind, strikes again. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Hearthstone music would make so good. Oh, that's a good idea. Hearthstone music. I never really we never figured out background music, but that might be really good. Just for all of the VOD reviews. I feel like we've been throwing not posting the VOD reviews on main. This one, despite not having good audio, has like 10k views. I think just the angle of it was really good. But like we posted VOD reviews for like
Get a look behind.
we posted like 5-6 VOD reviews on More Otter until now. That just got no views.
Your powers are mine.
Us against the world.
Someone scratch my back.
Double kill.
Resistance is futile.
I'll patch you up.
Got me.
Us against the world. Hey, Danny, enjoy
Hell unleashed!
I kill Palace a lot, okay?
Double kill. Why would I need you? Attack from behind. Shameful.
Can you tell me when they use lamp so I can ult?
deployed. It ain't cheap.
Hold up.
What?
Some uninvited.
Just go and Loki uses lamp so I can ult.
You stop them in their tracks.
Scarlet 1. Thank you.
Watch me soar! Clip your wings. I want your soul.
You stop them in their tracks. Only 60 seconds left.
Soul. So much power. Time to use it.
They used the lamp, but he died, obviously. Doesn't matter. Or use your
I
star.
used it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psylocke in our backline. Sorry, that's a Scarlet. Jesus.
Those guys are about to
In
shoot
these
at
final
us.
moments,
They should destroy walls, please.
feel
You belong to me. Down to 30 seconds.
Someone scratch my back. Armed and dangerous. Again.
There's still a chance to stop them. The final 10 seconds.
They have TP. They win this.
It's real firepower.
By the eye of
Like, no one of enemy destroying my ult. That's fucking weird, guys.
Winner's queue, baby.
No support, no support.
Sweet.
GG, guys. Thank you, game.
Final score 3.
Fuck that BP, dude. Second he wasn't playing BP was Jover. I feel like the coaching definitely helped there. The coaching,
Another epic victory. Big
coaching definitely helped from the More Otter thing. The only one that did anything was their BP, but he was not good on whatsoever on Bucky.